What is going on, fellow farmers? CJ Farms here. Welcome back to another Beginner's Guide Tutorial on FS25. Today I'm going to be showing you how to plant and harvest your corn. There is a couple of different ways to harvest corn in this game. One way is through a regular harvester and a trailer. The other way is through a forage harvester and a trailer. All right, but the first thing I'm going to show you guys how to do, let me get out of flight mode. The first thing I'm going to show you guys how to do is how to plant your corn, all right? So we're going to start with this right here. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys. Smash that like button for me. Click that bell and click all so you never miss any future content or live streams. All right, guys, so let's get right into this. So the first thing we want to do is we are going to need a planter of some sort. Now, you're going to need to prep your fields every time you plant a new crop. If you want to check out a video on how to get the most out of your yield and how to prep your fields, I will link a video in the top right corner. I'll drop a card right here, and that will take you to my video on how to get the most out of your yield and how to prep your fields. All right, with that being said, we're going to need a planter of some sort and a tractor to pull it. So let's go into the store, and if you go down to seeding right here, okay, you have seeders, which plant stuff like barley, canola, rice, all that good stuff, peas, spinach. If you go to planters, this is what's going to plant most of the time, your corn, sorghum, sunflowers, soybean, sugar beets, cotton, and green beans, okay? Some plant all that, some do not. Like this one right here only plants the sugar beets and the canola, all right? This is the one I am using right here. This is the Horse Maestro 2450 SV, and this is the one I use for all my in-game play. So when I'm live streaming, this is the one I always use right here. It does have a wide tire option if you want to select that, but that's what I'm using. Just make sure you get a planter of some type, and you're also we'll talk about that when we get over there. So what you're going to need to do, we're going to hop into here, and you're going to need, now for the, if you do get this fertilizer, keep in mind that some of these, I'm sorry, not the fertilizer, the planter. If you get these planters, keep in mind and look down here, guys. You will notice that my planter requires seed as well as fertilizer. So that means you're going to have to get seeds and you're going to have to get solid fertilizer. Some of them, as you can see, do not. Okay, some require liquid fertilizer, some require solid fertilizer, like this one right here. If you'll look here, it requires liquid fertilizer. This one here requires solid, okay? So the bag with the leaf on it is solid fertilizer. The jug with the leaf on it is liquid fertilizer. So just keep that in mind. Some require solid fertilizer and seeds. Some only require seeds. Mine requires seeds and fertilizer, okay? Solid fertilizer. So if you go back into the store and you go where seeding is, go over to seeds right here. You can get your seeds by the bags, the pallets, or these bags right here. Fertilizer, if we scroll on down a little bit and go to consumables right here, which is down by yield improvements, and you go into here, you are going to find your liquid. You're going to find your solid fertilizer here. You're going to find your liquid fertilizer here, okay? So whichever one you decide to use, that's where it is. We're going to start this bad boy up, all right? And just keep in mind, guys, you are going to have to unfold your machines, and I will fold mine back up for you real quick just to show you that you have to unfold these machines a lot of the times. All right, that's probably good right there. And we're going to unfold it. And you can also open the lids on your planters just like so. Once I get it unfolded, if it'll actually do it for me. Just like that. There's the fertilizer. There's the seeds. Pretty cool little animation with the clamps right there. All right. So now the next thing you want to do is make sure that your planter is selected on corn. If you look up there in that help window, it'll tell you the button to hit to select your seed. You're going to push that. There's sorghum, sunflowers, soybeans, sugar beets, cotton, green beans, and corn. Now we're going to turn the machine on. Make sure, guys and girls, that it's dropped down, okay? And then turn your machine on. And we are going to start planting, all right? And that's what it's going to look like when you plant your corn. Now keep in mind, and I may not always show it in these tutorials, but keep in mind, every time you plant, not before you plant, but every time after you plant, you are going to have to roll the field, okay? Now, if you want to roll the field, let me put this to a stop real quick. You're going to have to roll the field to make that yield better, okay? But if you decide not to, it's up to you. But if you want to roll the field, guys, going back to the store, and let's go down to, I believe it's under yield improvement. Right here, yeah, under yield improvement, go to rollers. These are the in-game rollers right here. Now, these are the modded rollers that's mods that Giants has came out with or whoever. These are your base game rollers right here. Now, I will say they're good as far as like width goes, but the only downside of these two rollers is you cannot lift them up off the ground. Once you unfold them, they're on the ground, and that's it. You can't lift them up. So if you're backing up and it's going across your field and you like pretty straight lines like I do, it's going to mess up your lines. All right. I recommend installing these mods right here and getting something like this right here. This one you can lift up and down off the ground, so it's a little bit more useful. But you can use these right here if you want to. This one right here, keep in mind, guys, is 27 meters. And the only way to open this roller is to hit the button to open it and then back your tractor up, and it will slowly open up, okay? Just a little food for thought. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish planting this field, and once I'm done, I will bring you all back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so once you are done planting the corn on your field, it should look a little something like this right here. This is what it should look like. As you guys can see in my info box right there, this field needs to be rolled. It says needs rolling. So I went ahead and decided to purchase a roller. I'm going to show you guys how to roll the field for those who may not be familiar with it. We're going to start this tractor up, and we are going to hook up to this roller. I believe this is the side we hook up from. Yeah, because the lights are on the other side. So we're going to hook up to it. And I believe this roller you can lift up off the ground. Yes, you can. Thank goodness. It's so much easier to be able to lift your implements off the ground instead of them just staying on the ground all the time, because it just saves on the wear and tear on your implements. And especially with the roller, it's a lot easier that way. So what you're going to do is just going to drive to the field with the roller on the back of your vehicle, on the back of your tractor, I mean. You're going to drop it down. You do not have to turn it on, guys. You're just going to take off, and you're going to start rolling your field like that. And after you roll it, it should look just like that right there. Now, I'm going to keep you guys the video because it's not going to take me long to roll this field. Let's see if I can't get a donut going for you guys here. But you're going to roll the entire field, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss anything. Make sure you don't miss nothing. If you do miss, you know, not like every little spot, but if you miss like a pretty good majority of the spot, you definitely want to go back and get that, because it does help with the yield of your field. If it gets a little crooked like that, not a big deal. I mean, I'm OCD, so I have to go back and fix stuff like that, especially when I'm working on my own field. But you don't have to go back and fix like every little crooked line that's in the field. But this is how you roll it right here. Now you can get a bigger roller if you want, guys. It's completely up to you. I have used the biggest roller in the game before, and it's pretty cool to use because you do cover like a wide variety of area with it. However, the only downside to that is that roller stays on the ground. Now, if you want to fix your lines here, you would just go like this, back up, and just straighten it right out, and the other one will straighten out as you go across it as well. But the only downside of that roller is it stays on the ground, and the only way to get it to open up is to hit the button to open it. But then to actually get it to open, you have to back the tractor up, and that way the roller will actually open. So you guys will see when I go back across that crooked line here, it'll fix it right back right here. See that? So you just roll right back over it, and it'll fix it just like so. All right, guys, so I'm going to finish rolling this field, and once I'm done, I will bring you all back into the video. Once we're done rolling our field, this is what it should look like right here. And then once you have rolled the field, what you would need to do after that is you would need to fertilize the field. So, and if you want to get fertilizers, you can use any type of fertilizer you want. If you go in the store and go to Yield Improvements, guys, you can do fertilizer sprayers, in which you would need liquid fertilizer. You can do manure spreaders, in which you would need manure. You can do fertilizer spreaders, which you would need solid fertilizer. So fertilizer sprayers, liquid fertilizer, manure for these, and solid fertilizer for your manure, for your fertilizer spreaders. So fertilizer spreaders, fertilizer sprayers, and manure spreaders right here. You can also do slurry if you like, if that's what you like. This is kind of like an organic fertilizer right here. It's a mix of it's a mixture between straw and water and manure is what it is. So that's an organic fertilizer. So let's hop on over to the other field where the corn has already grown. Where corn don't grow. So we're going to hop over here. Let me get into flight mode so we can get a better look at what we're looking at here. So this corn is ready to harvest. Now, it's not been fertilized or nothing like that. I don't know if the field's been rolled. The corn was already here when I picked the field. So now there's a couple of different ways that you can harvest your corn. All right. One of the ways that we know of is the most common way, and that is with a harvester and a corn header. The other way is also with a forage harvester and a forage header. And I'll show you where both of these are. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go into the store and we go up to, or down to, we go down to harvesters right here. This is going to be right here, guys. This is your most common way. This is going to be your harvesters right here that uses the corn header. Okay, so you guys can see it does corn here. These do everything like, not everything, but they do like the basic fruit types. So wheat, barley, canola, they do sorghum, they do sunflowers, soybean, corn, and long grain rice. And then your headers, you would need some type of corn header right here, of course, for your harvester to harvest your corn. And then your forage harvesters are going to be right below that where it says forage harvesting, and you can pick any one of these forage harvesters that you want. I really recommend not getting this. This has always been the worst forage harvester in the game. It just has. I believe this attaches to your tractor or something of that nature. Maybe it attaches to the tractor. I think it does. I've never personally used one, but I have seen other people use it, and there's never been anybody say any good things about these. So I would recommend picking a forage harvester, and then you need a forage header, which is right here. Any one of these headers will work. Just make sure that it's for the forage, harvester, and then you're going to need a trailer that's going to carry forage. So let's go up to trailers, and it just make sure whatever trailer you get, it's got this little emblem right here going across the screen. I'm sorry, not that one. This one right here. This is your forage emblem right here with the leaves around it and the two big leaves there is what it looks like. That is your forage emblem. So make sure that is on whatever trailer you're using. I'm using the Crone trailer. That's the one I use. So again, it's not this one. It is going to be this one right here. That is your forage or your chaff icon. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's do it the most common way first. We're going to hop in here, and we are going to lower this header. We're going to turn it on. Now, you don't have to have a trailer riding beside this harvester. That's the cool thing about doing it the common way, is you do not have to have a trailer riding beside you at all times. This harvester actually, as you can see, stores the crop right there in the top of the harvester, just like so. Okay. All right. So let's cut that off. And then you're going to want to pipe out when you get the harvester full or get the field finished. You'll want to pipe out. You're going to want to bring it over here to the trailer, and you're going to bring this pipe right over the top of the trailer, just like so, and it's going to pour that corn right into there like that. Now let's go on to the forage harvester. Now the forage harvester, I don't believe you have to have a trailer riding beside it either. However, because it does store the chaff inside of the harvester itself. So we're going to start this up. Now, when you get this header, guys, these headers, you're going to have to unfold them. Some corn headers are already ready to go, but most forage headers are not ready to go, and they have to be unfolded just like so. Okay, and then you're going to drop it down. You're going to turn this on. Up, you got to unfold the pipe first, and you'll notice it's going to track the trailer just like that. And we're going to turn this on, and it'll probably start spraying some chaff in there at first, but once we get past the trailer, it will stop spraying that chaff. Now, if I stop right there, you're going to see that chaff start going in there just like so, and then it'll stop, okay? So let's see if, in fact, it does store the chaff. All right, so I think if we stop right there, we cut it off, and then we go grab the tractor and trailer, and we pull this up to the harvester. Once you get up next to the pipe, it'll start spraying that chaff into the trailer, just like so. Just like that. So the best way to do this, I mean, you can run the harvester yourself, but the best way to do it is to get in here into the harvester, if I can get into it, and hire a worker, and then jump into your tractor. And I don't know what he's doing or which way he's going, but we'll see which way he's going. He's going to go that way, and we're going to kind of ride beside him just like this right here. And there he goes. And as you ride along with him, it will spray the chaff right into the trailer there. And I'm going to show you guys where to sell your corn and where to sell your chaff at as well. So that's kind of how that works. It's not too difficult to do. I can't remember what pays better, chaff or just regular corn. I want to say regular corn probably pays better. Maybe something like that. So I'm going to close that lid up so he'll stop spraying that in there. And we're going to pull this over here. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss him as well. So we can go ahead and dismiss him, shut that down. We'll shut this down. And we're going to go into our menu, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to go into prices right here. All right, so we're going to check about corn. So corn's going to be right here. So again, anything with the train beside it is going to be a store point. I recommend taking it to one of these markets so you can sell it. So $1,000 per liter for corn, pretty good. That's actually pretty good. If we go down to, I don't think the chaff is here. If we go down, let me see if we can find chaff or forage, either one. Let me see if it's up here. Because I don't mess with forage much. I just don't ever mess with it. It's just, I just don't. If I want to make silage, I'm going to cut grass and do it that way and use a silo bunker. You can also make silage with your forage as well. You can take it and put it in your silo bunker and make silage that way. If you guys need a video on how to make hay or how to make silage, I'll link both videos here in the video showing you, taking you my video showing you how to cut grass, how to make hay, and how to make silage. I think it's all in one video pretty much, I'm pretty sure. I don't see the one for forage. Where is that at? Or where maybe they'll have chaff. I don't see one for forage. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why it's not in here. That is super annoying when they don't put things in here that should be in here, because there should be something for forage or something for chaff telling you where to sell it. I'm going to almost tell you guys that anything like chaff like that, you can take it to the farmer's market. It's going to sell it anyway, whether it's on the list or not. I'm still trying to go through it here. I'm trying to get my thoughts processed. So it's not under chaff. It's not under chaff. Let's see. It's not under forage because there's the G's right there. Everything's alphabetized. So let me scroll on down here and see if I can't find anything to do with that, and see if maybe we can find at least chaff or forage or something. I mean, you would think they would have that in here. It's probably in here, and I'm probably just completely overlooking it. I do not see forage, and I do not see chaff at all, because here's the F's, here's the C's. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I do not see chaff or forage. I don't see it. If you guys figure it out, it's in here, please let me know. But you can take your chaff or your corn to, now you can take corn, but you can take the chaff to like pretty much any sell point and sell it off, or you can take it and put it into a silo bunker and make silage, in which, like I said, I have a video on how to make silage. The silage kind of acts as hay, and you put it in there, and it's not hay, it does, and I'm not saying it acts as hay, it's the same thing. It does the same thing as hay when you put hay into the silo bunker, right? Or grass, or however you decide to do it. But that is, man, I wish I could find this. It's really bugging me that I cannot find it. Anyway, you may be able to sell chaff by itself. You should be able to if you can't. Right here is the silage, though. So if you decide to turn it to silage, guys, here's your silage. And again, you can take it to the animal dealer or the farmer's market. It sells for, roughly around $360 per liter, which is not a lot of money. And I don't mess with things that don't sell a lot of money. I like messing with things that sell for a lot of money. Like, look, spinach bag, $2,000 per liter. Stuff like that sells for a lot of money. Bread sells for $5,000 a liter. That's good money right there. Bread is good money. And then you've got stuff like canned peas sells for $7,000 a liter. That's all done through production points, though. But, nonetheless, guys, there it is. There's your video on how to plant and harvest your corn, ladies and gentlemen. As always, subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button. Click the bell and click all, so you never miss any of your content or live streams. Until next time, everyone, this is CJ Farms, and one crop at a time, we are helping America grow. I will see you all in the next video.